Extreme Mega Man X4.
What's up, y'all?
Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to another episode of Extreme.
Yes, and aren't you extremely happy to hear our voices again?
I am so extremely happy, Zach.
I know, I'm stupidly excitable right now, like a chimpanzee on the monkey bars.
What?
I don't know, man.
That was perfect, though.
Thank you. I mean, I feel like a chimpanzee would be pretty excited on monkey bars.
It was accurate.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I strive. That's what we strive for here at the Extreme, is being accurate and funny as fuck. And we're working on that second one. But welcome everybody to another episode of the Extreme. My name is Zach.
My name's Joey.
And this is a podcast where we play through video game soundtracks. So
That's right.
that is great. So Joey.
So Zach.
Let's do a traditional podcast trope.
Okay.
How was your week?
My week has been great. It's still going great.
Yes.
This is one of the highlights, of course.
That's definitely my highlights of the week. Really kind of breaks up the monotony of a work week, I gotta say.
I like that we are uploading on Thursdays now.
Yeah, we're changing our schedule a little bit. It's going to be a little rougher because we want to get it out quicker, but at the same time we want to make sure that from the time of recording to the time of it getting out to you guys is much faster.
Yeah.
So we're going to work to do a lot better on that because we love you guys and we want you guys to have the best content at a frequent rate and to have your feedback actually kind of, be talked about on the current episode.
Yeah.
As opposed to waiting 2 weeks and being
so
like, what the fuck, guys? Why I messaged you like a year ago. How come you didn't say anything? And we're sorry.
Don't worry.
We're so sorry.
Say things.
Know in our heart that we love you in a totally platonic way. And we're sorry. Sorry. That just kind of comes out just because, Canadians.
It's just, expression. You gotta be honest.
Exactly. Expressing our feelings. Mm-hmm. Speaking of feelings, how are you feeling about telling our listeners about what happened last week?
I'm feeling great, Zach.
Great. Cool. So what did we do last week?
Last week, I remember we hit up some Frost Walrus.
That we did.
We hit up some Web Spider.
Mm-hmm. One of those two guys is a huge jerk.
One of them.
The other one is just kind of misguided.
Right.
I'll leave that up to you guys to decide who I'm talking about. But yeah, that's basically what we did. We went through Frost Walrus and Web Spider.
Yes, sir. And today we're on to Magma Dragoon and...
Let's save it.
Saving it.
We'll tell them after. We're starting off with Magma Dragoon.
Okay.
Figure it's a cool new place to start, and I figure my story trigger is itching, and I wanted to know more about why Magma Dragoon made the Sky Lagoon. Magma Dragoon and the Sky Lagoon. Huh. That just kind of dawned on me right there.
That's totally on purpose.
Yeah. Do you think they planned on that?
Definitely.
Oh my god.
If not, they should have.
I mean, it sounds like something out of a Dr. Seuss book. Magma Dragoon and the Sky Lagoon.
What? Down in the... Dune. I'm great with words.
I have the best words. It's okay. Alright, so yeah, like we said, we're going to start with Magma Dragoon. And we've already almost been talking for 5 minutes already. Jesus. Okay, let's just jump in.
Let's jump into it.
Wait, I need a fire pun before we start. It's time to get toasty. No, I can do better. Flame on. No, that's Fantastic Four.
That's funny. Not really a pun, but still funny.
Fire it up. Let's fire up the...
Fire it up.
Fire up the fire machine.
Yeah.
Please don't fire me from the podcast. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
Let's get into it.
Magma Dragoon!
Yeah.
Welcome back, y'all.
What's up?
How are we feeling? Is your bread toasty?
Oh, I burnt it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody likes burnt toast.
Yeah.
Well, we can throw that out and get you some regular toast. I think I'm hungry.
This started off weird.
I haven't eaten for a few hours. I'm pretty hungry. Yes, so we've done it. We've quenched the fires of war.
Of Magma Dragoon.
Of Magma Dragoon.
Volcano.
That is correct, my friend. We've taken them down. So let's jump into this stage a little bit and talk a little bit about it. So in the beginning, it obviously gives their little intro and kind of shows a little bit of background on them. So it says for Magma Dragoon, he betrayed the irregular hunters and hid himself inside a volcano.
Yeah.
Now, you might be thinking, hey, who are the irregular hunters?
I don't even know what that is.
So, I'm pretty sure this was just an oversight on the localization team in the US. Because the irregular hunters is the Japanese term for the maverick hunters.
Oh my god.
So, I think they just forgot to change that,
That's so funny.
which is just hilarious. Also, I kind of like irregular hunters, but, well, no, actually, you know what? I'm waffling between if I like them both.
The
Irregular hunters or the Maverick Hunter? No, you know what? Maverick Hunter. I'm on Maverick Hunter.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just a complete oversight on the localization team. Shame on them. So let's move on to the actual stage, though. And, hoo boy, this beat is sweltering.
Oh yeah.
I love
It's
it.
Pretty heavy metal, but like synth heavy metal.
That's
So good.
That's absolutely what I would expect, to be honest, from a stage like this.
Yeah.
Heavy synth guitar.
Yeah.
And even they have points in there where they have the bridge kind of doing like it's either playing off of each other or doing like a dueling banjos kind of thing, where they have just like it starting up one synth starting up a phrase and the other kind of finishing it. And
Right, like back and forth.
Yeah, like back and forth synth playing. Like it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I like
cool.
that. It's kind of like an experimental type of musical design that they haven't really done in other stages. I like that
Yeah,
they're
I
kind of
guess.
branching out with their musical design.
Yeah. Well, they can.
I mean,
They
yeah,
have the
exactly.
Technology.
That's so true. Like they should absolutely be doing that with all the technology they have at their fingertips through the PlayStation. I would expect
Yeah.
nothing less.
Totally.
So we can move on from there. The background's beautiful as always.
Of course.
I'm not going to kind of call them out as much because it's not as impressive.
yeah, it's just like a volcano.
Yeah, like they're good. It's good.
It's good, yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
It's
The back,
but like there's only so much you could have in a volcano.
yeah. So a lot of the background is really just undulating lights. Like if you just
Yeah.
stand still at one point in the beginning, there's just like 7 sets of lights undulating in the
7?
screen. Maybe not 7, maybe 4. But like
Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe 7. I'm counting now. I'm looking at it.
there's like a bunch of different just light segments that are just flashing.
Yeah.
It's like you're in like a fucking volcano rave. So I don't know what is making the light kind of flicker like that in a volcano, considering like the lava should just be constantly lighting the place, but whatever. It makes for a more dramatic effect.
Maybe it's just like flowing or like exploding. I don't know.
Well, as we'll come to see in the stage, everything is just kind of flowing in the stage. There's tons
Yeah,
of
true.
debris falling everywhere. That's clearly on fire. So I'd be a bit surprised to see any darkness. So let's move on to some notable enemies that I want to talk about.
All right.
So first off is literally a fireball.
Is that an enemy or just like part of the stage? I guess you could destroy it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm counting it because you can destroy it.
Yeah.
But I do see your point in it being a stage hazard, and
Yeah.
more so than an enemy.
Right.
But because I'm not quite, it's like it straddles that line between being like a stage hazard, like a platform that falls, versus an
Yeah.
enemy that actually like has
Right.
a distinguished character model and actually attacks you.
Right.
Like this just kind of exists.
Uh-huh.
Granted, the will of the programmer is what makes it attack you, as opposed to it's like, well, I mean, everything is the will of the programmer, but you know what I mean.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So there's some wireframe bats from X1. A nice callback.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're carrying bombs.
I didn't see those.
You didn't see those? Yeah, they were there. They were a little more up-resed and a little more.
Oh,
Instead of them like looking at a front-facing view, they were more angled.
okay. I totally didn't realize that.
Yeah. They're more angled towards the side to make it actually look like they're coming towards you.
No, I thought those were just other types of bats.
Well, they look like them to me.
Cool.
And there's I don't know what quite to call it. It looks like a Trigun robot.
Yeah,
It's just got, like-
Trigun robot.
It's got like the face mouth gun, and two gun arms. Like
Yeah.
this is getting ridiculous. How many
They also
like?
had the little mole men,
That's true.
also from X1.
That is true. I just didn't. We saw the Mets
Yeah,
in the
we
previous
saw those
stage,
already.
so we
Sure.
talked about them already.
Yeah.
But sorry, just to finish my thought about the Trigun robot. Do you
Yeah.
think they might start going like quad gun robots or like centuple, just to fucking skip a few and fuck it over? Just like an entire thing that is all explosions,
Yeah. Just constant.
just constant
Guns.
bullets flying out of it.
Yeah.
Maybe in Mega Man X8 or something. And there's I don't quite know what to call him. It looks like a little Sigma in like a robot suit with a green beret.
The thing with the right armor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
The little Sigma. Interesting.
I don't know. The face looks kind of Sigma-ish.
Wait, but that's only later now.
Yeah, we'll talk more about him in a second.
Yeah.
So as we're moving through the first area here, though, a lot of platforming, heavy platforming with a lot of fireballs. And as you're going through, dodging a lot of obstacles, it honestly reminded me a lot of Flame Stag stage.
Yeah.
Like,
Just because there's not too many enemies.
exactly, it's more focused on the platforming and the precision jumping that
Yeah.
Flame Stag stage really focused on in terms of it being more environmental hazards as opposed to actual enemies,
Right.
which I think is great. I think you need
Yeah,
to have
cool.
some of those stages every so often.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of test your metal, you know?
Yeah.
If you can't cut it, you just fall into a pit and die.
Oh yeah, you gotta control your fucking guy.
Insightful as always. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's basically area 1 here.
Yeah.
Let's move on to area
Uh,
2. Unless I missed
yeah.
anything?
Nope.
Cool. Area 2. So,
Ready.
yes. Oh my god. So good. So in this stage, in this area, it kind of keeps up more with the platforming.
Yeah.
Instead of there being platforming where it's straight columns that you're standing on, it's actually just levitating platforms this time. Same kind of
Yeah.
fireballs are hitting you, but the
Yeah.
danger factor has been increased.
Yes.
So that if you stay on a platform for too
As
long,
normal.
it's as it should, which is
Yeah.
the mark of an X game, honestly. Having that
course.
kind of situation where it introduces a concept to you in the stage, showing you in kind of a safer environment, hey, you might see this later, and
Yeah.
then going and be like, hey, remember that thing we showed you last time? Yeah, it's here
Here's 10
again,
of them.
and now it's harder. Which is fantastic. That's kind
Yeah,
of a staple
love it.
of X design and really conveys a sense of difficulty and learning.
Yeah.
Makes you feel like, oh shit, that me understanding how to navigate that platform before made me ready to handle this,
Right.
which is fantastic. So kudos.
Kudos.
but-
And then you run into your little Sigma bot.
Yep, you do run into the Sigma bot, which is weird. If you actually try and get up on his attack pattern and try and understand it, he doesn't actually actively attack you,
Okay.
which is weird. He'll only attack you if you penetrate this like barrier
Right.
of like
His, like,
his
shield.
his like if you get into his personal bubble, he's very uncomfortable and he'll try and swat you away. Otherwise, he's totally fine with you, which is very unfortunate considering both X and Zero can take him out with actually penetrating his personal space bubble. Apparently, this little Sigma needed a safe space, and we are just jerks.
Oh well.
Oh well, but
It's for
holy
the good of mankind
exactly, and robot kind.
and robot kind.
But holy fuck, Joe, they really went overboard with all the fireballs in this
Oh
stage.
my god. This hard tank here coming up, is that what you're talking about?
Yes, this heart tank is so fucking tricky to get. It takes really precise platforming,
Yeah.
considering they perfectly angled all of the fireballs to fuck with you here.
Yeah. You like literally have to be like a millimeter away from a fireball.
Exactly, it's crazy. The fireball takes up so much space, and the jump
Yeah.
timing has to be so perfect. But once you do, you're just like, ugh, fuck you. I
Yeah.
made it. So good. Suck
Yeah.
on it. But yeah, as we move through here, We get a ride armor.
Yes.
Pretty nice. The Eagle ride armor, if I understand correctly.
Okay.
And it's just one thing we gotta call out the bat here.
Call it.
Why
Call it.
is the ride armor immune to fire, but not
Yeah.
fireballs?
That is a good question, Zach.
I don't quite understand that.
Maybe it's only his feet that are immune.
Maybe the armor part isn't as insulated as the feet part. I don't know, man. Are we thinking about this too much again?
No, I think it's a valid point.
Thank you. I think it's a valid point too. Fuck this. That's a really dumb differentiator, guys. If you were gonna make them invincible to fire, make them invincible to all fire.
Yeah.
Okay, I can understand him getting hurt by the gigantic falling fireball debris, but an actual fire that just jumps out of the lava, come on. No, fuck off with that. But as you move through here, just a couple more Sigma bots, which you kind of take out pretty easily with the ride armor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's actually a little entryway in the lava
Yeah, at the bottom there.
at the bottom there we can break. And did we just end up in the boss room?
Apparently.
But there were no doors.
What?
What?
This doesn't make sense. This doesn't happen in Mega Man.
No, where's my little corridor differentiating the stage from the boss? What's going on
It's
here?
like the best part.
It really adds a lot of tension and just like, you have beaten the stage, prepare for battle. And it's like, here's
It's
like
a
you're in
huge
the
staple.
stage and the boss.
Yeah. Oh,
It's like, okay,
alright.
I guess we're here now.
I didn't prepare myself mentally for this.
No, I didn't have the time. I guess we just kind of got to do it. At least we got to take the ride armor into that battle with us.
Yeah. By the way.
Yeah, by the way, we brought the ride armor into the boss battle. Are you like, what?
Yeah, that is cool.
That's crazy. I love it. That really, really changes up how you fight a boss.
Well, yeah, you could actually beat him easily.
Yeah, like, that's so fucking, like, it really changes up how you can approach a boss battle. As opposed to just thinking, like, okay, it's just me and my health bar, him and his health bar. No, you know what? You don't have to worry so much if you have the ride armor. That thing can just tank some hits for you while you get in a lot of free shots.
Basically, it's just him and his health bar.
Until he destroys the ride armor, if you're not being careful.
Right, but you get some good shots in there.
But it's very interesting. So as we talk a little bit more about this, Magma Dragoon himself,
Yes.
let's talk a little bit about it. So he comes in. For me, we had a little bit of a tete-a-tete, if you will, en français. They say words. He says, basically, just like, oh, why did you betray us? And Dragoon's like, I don't know. And then we fight.
Yeah, basically, that's what I had. Why did you betray us? And, like, you let the Sky Lagoon fall. Or whatever. Or, like, I let the Sky Lagoon fall on purpose, and I'll do it again. That's what he said to X.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow, he sounds like a dick to X.
Yeah.
For Zero, he was just kind of like, he called him my friend. He's like, I have
Really?
he's like, I have no answer for you, my friend.
That's weird.
Yeah, right? He's like weirdly cordial towards Zero.
X was like, you're not Dragoon, you're just a maverick. And then Dragoon was like, you got that right.
What the fuck? He's like really
Yeah.
goading X into fighting.
Yeah.
I mean, it just seems weird. It's like a normal boss fight with X, but like for Zero, it's like when you have like disgraced samurai battles or some shit.
Yeah.
Where it's like, he's coming in and it's like, I can't believe you've done this. You've dishonored the family. And he's like, I'm sorry, my friend, but this is how it must be.
Yeah.
And
It's like X-Men.
yeah, something like that. Like when fucking Magneto and
Yeah.
Xavier are talking, I was like, I'm sorry, my friend. It just has to be this way.
Yeah.
But as we move through the actual fight itself, I'm having flashbacks to when I used to play Street Fighter.
Nice.
But
Also, the graphics are kind of like similar.
yeah, the two of the moves you should definitely remember because we got them in previous X games. You got the Hadouken and the Shoryuken.
Right.
I mean, just add a little bit of
Great.
fire, but like, damn, dude, they were like pretty much the exact same things.
Yeah.
So he's
Another flashback.
exactly right. All the flashbacks. It's like in Flashbackception. You get a couple dive kicks, some fire-based attacks, and obviously dragon breath because he's a dragon.
Yeah.
But as you defeat him, he normally bosses will explode. Obviously,
Yeah.
This Dragoon, no exception. But
He explodes.
sorry, go on.
Yeah, I'm just agreeing with you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. And then this one though, he only kind of half explodes. So
Yeah.
he half.
Or he
Sorry, go on.
full explodes, but then there's like a little cutscene.
Yeah, like an interstitial before he fully explodes, where
Yeah.
half of his body is just laying on the ground after you beat him.
Yeah.
And for Zero, he basically says that he wanted the power to defeat, like, Zero, I guess.
Mhm.
And if, like, he worked for Repliforce, he'd give him power. And he's like, who? And then Dragoon's like, I'm sorry, I couldn't refuse the offer, and then explodes.
Yeah.
Does it basically what he says for X?
Basically, he says, wait, let me see here. He said he always wanted to fight X.
So yeah, seems like the same kind of
And
thing.
then he appeared. Ooh.
Yeah, he said something about he for Zero too.
Yeah, which is, I'm guessing, Sigma.
Well, fucking duh. I mean, it's not the general. I'm pretty sure I want to agree with you and say it's Sigma.
Yeah.
But yeah, then there we go. Then after that little moment, I guess, Dragoon fully explodes, and now we get his weapon.
Yeah. Which for X is Rising Fire.
Very cool. And for Zero, we get the Ryunjin, or in English, Dragon Flame Blade.
Dragon Flame Blade.
Fucking
Oh, yeah.
no more, like, tell me what you were telling me when I first told you this. Like,
Just like 3 epic words or whatever.
exactly, it's like the 3 most epic
In a row.
words combined into a phrase.
Which is all of what Japanese is.
Yes, God, I wish I knew more Japanese. Especially considering I'll be going to Japan soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's going to be part of my honeymoon.
Oh, amazing. We gotta talk about that.
Yeah, I'll talk about it when I get back, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good time.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find any of those Mega Man X Japanese mangas.
Nice.
I can at least get one of them and maybe try and translate it. Or maybe I'll luck out and find one in English there. But anyway, I think that's about it
Yeah.
for this stage.
You got it.
But before we move on, I think it's time we bust this out.
Alright.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, it's time for a new segment of
Internet Backstory.
What did you guys think of that?
Oh, yeah. That's our new internet backstory thing.
Our new internet backstory theme. Thank you, Joey, for that.
Well, that was super fun to make.
Yeah, hopefully we can have more opportunities to make little interstitials like that.
Yeah.
I thought it sounded cool.
Yeah.
So, internet backstory from Magma Dragoon,
Let's hear
or
it.
as he is known, or also known, martial artist of exploding flame. Fuck yeah. So Magma Dragoon, known as Magmard Dragoon, is a dragon-based Reploid. Was once a member of the 14th Grapple Combat Unit. That is an interestingly specific combat unit.
Yeah. Like, what happened to the first 13?
Also, before it was just like people of like the special unit, you know. There's now we're getting into the specifics fighting styles of the units. Like there's a grapple combat unit. Does that mean there's like a shooting combat unit or like a flying combat unit
Maybe.
or a combat unit, like useless combat unit? I don't know, man. Okay, moving on. And he betrayed the Maverick Hunters, becoming a Maverick himself, all for the chance to duel with X and Zero. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, that makes sense based on what he said.
That's very true. And kind of like what they said during the game, under the promise of obtaining what he desired most, he followed Sigma's orders and sabotaged the power generator of the floating colony, causing it to crash into the city below. This not only killed probably thousands of innocent civilians, but resulted in Repliforce, who were on patrol in the area, being blamed for the incident, pushing the general into a bid for the Repliforce independence, which turned into a coup d'etat, which was used as a coup d'etat by the Maverick Hunters, which basically kicked off the Great Repliforce War. So this entire war was just because fucking Magma Dragoon wanted to fight X and Zero.
Yep. That's
What?
it.
Are you serious? The entire war was started because he wanted to punch Zero.
Sounds like country, I know.
We're not going to specifically about that. But, like, Jesus Christ. Like, that's so stupid. That's the stupidest reason to, like, okay, I'm going to do my best Sigma voice. Here, I'll give you the chance to fight X and Zero. Just fully make this huge lagoon crash into a city and start a war.
Yeah.
My voice hurts my throat. And take a quick drink.
Drink time.
But yeah, I believe maybe there's a few other things I can talk about here. Trying to see if there's anything else that I really want to tell you guys. We've pretty much covered most of what I'm reading here.
Cool.
I guess kind of what we talked about a little bit. Despite having a desire to fight X or Zero, his demeanor is different depending on who it is. He seems cold and hateful towards X, while maintaining a friendly respect for Zero.
Yeah, that's what we saw.
Which is exactly what we saw.
Cool.
And the only stage level Maverick boss to have post game dialogue. That's not like including like the X Hunters or things like that.
Nice.
But yeah, that would be that's this segment of
Internet Backstory.
There we go. So there we go.
Cool.
You want to move on?
Yeah. What are we doing next?
Oh my god, we're already at half an hour. Let's move. We're at time to go to Split Mushroom stage.
Yeah. All right. Let's split.
Yes. Welcome back, everybody.
Hey y'all,
What
this
did
is
you-
Extreme.
That is true. You have not changed channels. Do not
Nope.
adjust your podcast listening device. We control the airwaves
Yes.
or something like that.
Listen to us.
Please. But yeah, there we go. Split mushroom. Very
Done.
cool.
Split in two.
Yes, he got split and fried.
Got
Much like my dinner
Sautéed.
tonight, hopefully.
what?
You got split fried and sauteed. Much like hopefully my dinner tonight.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about Split Mushroom Stage.
All right. So
But before we jump in, let's talk a little bit about his character intro here.
cool.
So he occupies the lab and will attack whoever visits there.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's it.
That's it. He just stays in the lab and will attack whoever comes there.
Kind of just like a fungus.
Yeah. What's the whole point? Oh, so our mission for Biolab was it's an abandoned lab has become operational. Search and destroy the lab.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to mention in the last one our staged objective for Magma Dragoon was Dragoon is a traitor, locate and retrieve him. So,
Alright.
sorry, just because I forgot that.
Cool.
But yeah, so we need to destroy this suddenly activated laboratory. So
Alright.
now you can start by telling them about the stage a little bit, or the music, whatever. You drive the train here in the beginning.
Alright,
I drive the
well,
train too much.
We can start with the music. It's pretty underwhelming, I thought.
Yeah?
It's good though, like fast paced, you know.
No, I'd have to agree with
Went
you.
with
I
the
mean,
level, but like
it-
I don't know, nothing stood out to me.
no, absolutely. I mean, the music was it was okay. It was good Mega Man music.
Yeah,
It wasn't anything like Dragoon that kind of stood out to me.
right,
But I wholly agree with you.
cool.
But what did stand out for me actually was the background here.
There we go.
That's exactly what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting design choice, specifically for this kind of segment of the
Yeah.
level, where you are technically. It looks like you're moving up a set of stairs that are kind of snaking around in a circular pattern
Right.
as you run into enemies and stuff like that. But it's a really convincing game design trick,
Yeah.
where basically what's happening is you are, as a character, are stationed in one spot. You're in the middle of the screen, and
Yeah.
what's really rotating around you is the stage. So you're not actually moving. The stage itself is moving.
Right. Very
So-
like arcade style.
It is. It's like
Also,
it's
yeah.
like those things in Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Do you remember those?
I don't know. No,
Like the Flintstones. Or Jetsons or shit like that.
they had those.
Well, the same kind of philosophy.
Oh yeah, just like
Or-
the
They like kept
the
repeating
two-frame
the back-
background, moving
Yeah.
back and forth.
Exactly, like they kept the action in the middle of the shot and kept repeating
Right.
the same frame over and over
Yeah,
again
yeah, yeah.
to make it look like they were moving far. So it's like that Hanna-Barbera animation technique.
Totally.
But I really liked it. It actually kind of added like more of a third dimension to
Yeah.
this stage.
Yeah, it's different. Like definitely new, which is cool.
Yeah, I got to applaud it. It's a very interesting game design choice for part of this stage, and I'll say kudos.
Yeah. I also like that it didn't last too long. At first, I was like, "Oh shit, is the whole level gonna be like this?"
Yeah, I feel like for a whole level it would have been a bit much.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. It definitely
Yeah.
it stayed the right amount of time.
Different rooms. That's just cool.
Totally. But as you go through here, a notable enemy on the stairs is just robot with shield.
Robot with shield.
God, like I don't know. I think I'm getting worse at these names. Am I just getting too lazy?
No, you gotta have some regular sounding names so that the good ones stand out.
What if we just give me a stupid name for this robot?
Shieldo.
Shieldo.
Rama.
Shieldorama. Okay, I like that better than robot with shield. Okay, so Shieldorama, motherfucking Shieldorama. On the stairs, and then actually we'll just keep moving on here because more notable enemies will show up momentarily.
Yes.
So as you get to just a random point on the stairs, you teleport out of them, which I thought was a bit odd, but I guess they had to transition some way from that section, you know. kind of hoped you would be like, hey, you made it to the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Nope. You just
Yeah.
transport out.
It just shows up.
Yeah. Anyway, you transport into just a more familiar platforming area with some ladybugs. Oh no, the ladybugs are later. Yeah, there's not. This is just kind of platforming
Yeah.
for now. But then you get to a bit
Those-
of a climbing section.
Yeah. Upwards.
Upwards and onwards, like Boomer Quanger.
Yes, sir.
Very upward and onward. But something about this section of the stage, just
Eerie.
like it's eerie, and it really stressed me out for some reason. Just mainly because at points you would get to in the upward climb, it would fully close a barrier behind you, being like, "Yup, you can't go back." It's like in a fucking horror movie,
Yeah.
like you were telling me, just like.
Like, not that we want to go back, but still.
No, I mean, we would obviously want to keep going forward, but just like that finality of it,
Yeah. If that was real life, that would just be freaky as shit.
oh, my pants would be way soiled, man. my butt would just be farting all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't oh, God. I don't think I do well in a spooky movie.
No. Definitely just crawl in the corner.
You
In
can't
the
be
fetal
like,
position.
please just leave me alone.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be a thing. But yeah, it was very, very spoopy. As we move through, though, there's some ladybugs
Yeah.
and some regenerating plant robots.
Regenerating plant robots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those the spiky things.
Yeah, the like things that like shoot lasers at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things.
Cool.
Yep. And as you move through here, you keep going up, and you eventually see some what I can only describe as borers clamping in on you on your position as you keep climbing.
Yeah.
You got to move fast, otherwise you'll get caught. You get
Yeah.
hurt.
Yep. Get hurt.
Don't want you getting hurt.
Don't want to get hurt.
Because we're a very inclusive podcast, and we want to hug you and make you feel safe. In the gentle embrace of a mole borer. It just doesn't understand. But as we keep going through here, we make it to the top and run into a mini boss.
Yeah.
Which
cool
is
mini
a-
boss.
Which is the design for the boss itself is cool. Granted, it is a ladybug.
Yeah. Another
Another
purple this
ladybug.
time.
Big purple ladybug with spikes on its back. Do you want to talk about this?
Sure. So you're just on a platform that the ladybug is destroying,
Mm-hmm.
and of course underneath the platform is spikes. So you gotta beat the ladybug
Yep,
before the ladybug
that's
beats
true.
the platform.
That's true. You got to move fast. Otherwise, if you lose all the platforms, you lose a life.
Yeah.
Because you can't very well fight on spikes because X's allergy to spikes hasn't gone away. Or Zero's, for that
Deathly
matter.
Allergy.
Deathly allergic to spikus.
Mm.
So it's a very cool game design choice here to really not make... Well, I mean, the boss in itself is a threat, but what the real threat here is the actual stage and having it fall, making it fall, and you fall to the instant death spikes.
Yeah.
You know? Kind of makes it for more of a stressful time because you have to go fast.
Yeah. Time issue. Which is
Exactly. It's like having a time-based puzzle without actually having a timer,
cool. Right.
which is great. I love it. I'm a fucking huge fan.
Oh yeah.
Moving on to Area 2, though,
Yeah.
it starts us off with more stairs.
Same thing as the first.
Second verse, same as the first, yo.
Yep.
The only difference is that I think Donkey Kong's up there because he's throwing a ton of fucking shit at you. It's just unbelievable.
Nice.
Like, literally,
Lot more shit.
I'm surprised that the kitchen sink did not come down in this flurry of shit just flying at you.
Maybe it did.
Maybe it did, and I
Maybe
just
it
missed
did.
it. It probably went by so quick. It's like, phew! But yeah, as you're going through, it's very similar to that, so we won't really talk about it.
Yeah.
As you teleport out, you get to a stage where borers are breaking down the stage itself.
Yeah. There's a heart tank that you could get up there.
And there's true. It's in a heart tank. And do you think Split Mushroom set up all these traps?
I don't know.
I would assume he did, because why would a lab have like all these things just there, ready to like destroy the lab?
Right.
It'd make no sense.
But how could a mushroom do all that?
I don't know. Well, as we'll soon see, maybe he could help himself.
Ooh, yeah.
So we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
But
So
we get the heart
yeah.
tank,
yeah,
and we move into an elevator shaft.
a very slow elevator.
Very slow.
Classic Mega Man. All Mega Man elevators are slow.
Yeah, jeez. Why are they always so slow? I mean, granted, there was a few things there with laser flowers you had to destroy, as well
Yeah.
as some general structures that were just in the middle of the elevator. But granted, why also were there just structures in the middle of an elevator shaft?
Like yeah,
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
That he couldn't have put that there.
Yeah, it's weird.
Just-
I was thinking of that now. It's like, what?
Right? Why was that? Okay. Again,
Whatever.
overthinking it enough. Moving on. Split Mushroom. Here we go.
Here we are.
Fight.
We're there.
We'll fight him under the pale moonlight.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, we do. We fight him under a full moon. And he makes stupid noises that I really don't like.
Yeah, very Toad like.
It's very Toad like. Pew!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Okay.
I guess it's not as grating as Toad, because it's like, okay! My name's Toad! You want to play some games? Did I just
Rich.
ruin Toad for everyone?
Yeah. Good job.
Volume warning, yo. Sorry, guys. But yeah, this dude is itching for a fight and
Yeah.
just loves being vague.
Vague.
Oh yeah, very vague. Well, because you ask him straight up, like, who are you? Why are you
Right.
doing this? And who's your commanding officer? And he's like, never you mind. It's time to fight.
Oh yeah.
Or-
When X asks him, he goes, "Take a wild guess."
I wonder if he's saying that to X or to you as the player.
Yeah.
Like, take a wild guess, fuckface. Like, come on. Who
Yeah.
do you think it is at this point? That's right. It's Mac from X3.
Oh my god. Is that like I want that to happen?
Why?
It would just explain Mac.
Just give me an
Or
explanation
give
for
him some
Mac.
purpose in life.
Why was he a thing? Oh, that'd be so funny if he came back as like a major villain. Oh man. Okay, but yeah. Split Mushroom.
Yeah.
So like I kind of alluded to before, he can make copies of himself.
Yeah.
So he can make full-on copies of himself or neon copies using his
Yeah.
What is it called?
Soul
Soul
body. Yeah.
I don't know why a mushroom has a soul body.
I don't know.
fair enough,
From
what-
all the maybe psychedelic substances. Maybe
I-
it's just imagining it.
That's a really fair point. Maybe it's like a psychedelic. Maybe it's a reference to like mushrooms.
Oh, totally.
Like really?
Did you see like the like sparks that he like
Yeah, that's true.
emits?
He does emit like
they're total like stars.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, man.
totally psychedelic
yeah. No,
you
you're
know.
right. I mean,
stardust kind of fairy dust shit.
I can't. You're right, my dude. You're just right. I can't say anything else. But yeah, he kind of just jumps around like an idiot, sends his copies at you, and he is allergic to lightning. So if you hit him
Yep.
with a lightning-based attack like we got from Web Spider, he does a beautiful animation of getting electrocuted,
Yeah.
where he kind of like jolts around a lot. It looks like he got his circuits fried and even changes his color palette to make it look like he was overheated.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's nice. Yeah.
So kudos on that one.
I like when they do those types of things.
Yeah, I like putting them when they see them putting in the extra effort like that.
Yeah.
But that's about it there.
Yeah.
And we get the weapon, right?
Yeah. The soul body.
So you got tell me about the soul body.
Yes, that's pretty much the same thing that Split Mushroom does. Like, X gets this extra holographic body that he controls and gets to take damage for him while he goes and like shoots things up.
That's
Pretty cool.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Zero got a pretty good upgrade himself
Oh yeah.
with the Kuenbu and the Kuenzan.
All right.
So the Kuenbu basically gives Zero a very high jump,
Nice.
and the Kuenzan allows him to do a spinning aerial sword attack. So kind of like a spinning
Ooh.
blade in the air. Looks
Nice.
real cool. Let me see if I can figure out what Kuenzan is in English. Air circling slash.
Air circling slash.
That is
accurate.
descriptive and accurate.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. That was Split Mushroom.
Yeah. Cool.
But before
Interesting level.
very interesting. Before we move on, though, it's time for another segment of Internet Backstory.
Internet backstory.
So, let's chat Split Mushroom. So, Split Mushroom, or the Little Devil of the Ruins,
The little devil of the ruin.
loving it, because fuck this guy, is a troublemaking mushroom-based Reploid. He was once in charge of the operations at the Biolaboratory, but when the lab was decommissioned, he was disposed of. Mushroom was later resurrected by someone, assumed to be Sigma, and later became a Maverick. During the Repliforce War, he reactivated operations of the Biolab and fortified it, attacking any invaders for fun and acting as a distraction to draw the attention of the Maverick Hunters. He apparently received orders to challenge and test X and Zero's abilities.
Cool.
So basically, this whole romp through the Biolab has been a huge waste of time. Because all he
I
was out
guess.
there to do was distract us.
That's cool. I had fun.
Yeah, you're still fun. Don't get me wrong. But let me. There's a few more things here I wanted to chat about from the X4 manga. We have a little bit pieces of info.
Nice.
So in the manga, X realizes that Split Mushroom is malfunctioning and tries to stop the Maverick without destroying him so he can be repaired. Remembering that something similar happened with Wire Sponge. Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Did not know that. He is successful, but Double appears and takes the unconscious Split Mushroom from him, slashing him to bits multiple times in front of X until nothing remained.
Wow.
Damn, Double, you are hardcore.
That is dark.
Duh, man, Double's gotta be evil, right?
Yeah. I think we're gonna find that out.
I agree with
Eventually.
you momentarily. Let me just take one more quick look. Obviously, he's one of the only mushroom-based Reploids to be, a Maverick. And
Yeah.
Split Mushroom is actually also one of the 3 Mavericks in X4 to be straight up affiliated with Sigma as opposed to Repliforce. Because he has Sigma's insignia instead of Repliforce's. And actually, forgot to mention this, technically Dragoon was affiliated with Sigma too,
Okay.
as opposed to Repliforce.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
But-
they're not technically working in the bounds of Repliforce. They're working directly for Sigma, which is interesting because that's like a third party to this whole Repliforce war.
Yeah.
Kind of makes like Repliforce the kind of like in between good bad kind of thing, but not all of them are part of Repliforce. Some of them are like rogue factions who directly report to Sigma, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It really shows how much.
Some depth.
It really shows how much
Yeah.
depth they put into the story here,
Yeah.
and it's fantastic. That I believe is going to cut it off here.
Yeah, that was Internet Backstory.
Internet backstory.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's we're almost done, you guys. We have one more thing we wanted to talk about, which is a quick cutscene that we get after this.
Yeah.
So I'll go first, talk a little bit about mine. Actually, you know what? I'll let you go first. Go
All
ahead.
right. So
Tell us about X.
Double kind of just shows up at this
Sure.
base, the whatever they are, the
Like a hangar or something? Okay.
yeah. There's
Cool,
some
cool.
guys there. He gets this message: terminate them.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh, who's that? Obviously, the
What?
the voice acting is so good. You
Yeah.
can tell right away.
It's also just all of the mysteries gone. But go on.
And then he just full out goes Super Saiyan. Like he loses like he's like a fat dude.
Right. These assholes.
And then he just like turns into this like literally just looks like Goku from Dragon
Holy
Ball
shit,
Z.
what?
Yeah. With like the hair
Holy
and
shit, Double
everything.
went Super Saiyan? Okay.
Yeah. And then he like slashes everyone in the room, like fucking blood
Oof.
everywhere. And it's just like, what just happened?
That is not so futso, my dude.
It's kind of evil. And then he goes, he says like, something about X. He's like, X will be my next victim.
Complete with the evil laugh. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it. Classic Mega. Classic X4. And in the same vein, so Zero has another cutscene. Iris actually gets a message from Repliforce saying, directly from Colonel, saying that he will be at the Memorial Hall and that Zero should be there.
Ooh, it's a date.
Zero literally says this is like a fight about pride and goes off to fight her brother, which is like not a good look considering Iris is like, please don't go fight. And he's like, this is about pride now. I have to go beat up your brother. Like, what? Okay.
All right.
So Zero is disappointed in Colonel and fucking these voices. You know what? I bet I could do a better fucking job of dubbing this.
Oh, for sure. You have been.
Just
doing
give it a
that.
shot, but like, ugh, boy.
Do
Well,
it.
Okay, you
Do
know what? I'll
it.
give it a shot. But you know what? I'm going to save that for the surprise at the end. For
Okay.
the moment, I'm going to just keep
Surprise.
going. So Colonel basically confused about what Zero's doing there, even though he told him to be there. Zero says to stop the coup. A hard P on that coup. And then they have a fight. a little sword battle. And then Iris shows up for some reason and is like, don't fight. It's bad news bears when you fight. And then, I didn't quite understand. So if they're siblings, why doesn't Iris also have an Australian accent like Colonel?
Maybe she moved when she was
Maybe.
really young.
Either way, this cutscene is dumb in a great kind of way. But that's all I got. And we're also almost done an hour of straight talking. So let's.
I know.
Well,
This is gonna be a long
episode.
episode. We've got some long episodes. This
There's a lot to talk about
game.
in this.
Yeah.
So sorry about that, guys. If you like our shorter episodes, but there's just too much to cover. But
Yeah.
that's about it for this episode. So I
Yeah.
think we'll just wrap it up there. So thanks again for listening. We really appreciate it. Thank you so
Definitely.
much for. I'm going to thank you guys without knowing if you did it or not. Thank you guys for telling your friends about us and liking and commenting in our iTunes page. It really helps us out because I really want our podcast to be more visible. So if you
Yeah.
like rate us on iTunes and subscribe and all that and write comments, it really helps our visibility and gets new listeners on board. So we could really use your help.
Yeah. That
You'd
would
be
be
big
really
help
cool.
to us. If you want to follow what we're doing, I'm manning our Twitter account for right now. Our Twitter is, our handle is It's the Extreme. So if you want to tweet at us, you can do that. But I'll be tweeting for Mega May. Maybe I'll put up some pictures. I actually just bought myself the Mega Man official complete works 25-year anniversary art book, and I'm gonna be. It's
Yeah, that
really
sounds
cool,
really
man.
cool.
It's 425 pages of like information on all Mega Man. So maybe I'll
That's
start
so
taking some pictures of the art I find in there and posting it on our Twitter.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah,
cool. Yeah.
and
nice.
maybe some just interstitial thoughts. But yeah, if you we will always get back to you. If you also email us, what's the email?
Our email is itstheextreme@gmail.com. That's ITSTHEXSTREAM.
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Nailed it. But yeah, that's about it, you guys. One last thing. If you guys were following our Twitter, you might have noticed that I teased something. I said that for Mega May, we'll be doing something a little different. And what we're going to try and
Something a
do
little different.
is sometime after the podcast is released, I'm going to try and get a YouTube video up to go along with our podcast. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah. That.
Yeah,
could be
I think
really
it's going to be
cool.
awesome. I'm really excited to try that out. And once I get that going, I'll post a link on our Twitter, and we'll call it out on the next episode. But depending on how much time it takes me, and if I can just kind of get this done without interfering with my general life, then I'll make this an ongoing thing.
Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah, so give us
Pretty
some
cool.
feedback on
Pretty
that
cool.
whenever it goes up. But you guys will know. Just follow our Twitter. All right?
Yeah.
So that's it.
Cool.
We're done.
That's it. That's
So
it. That's all.
thanks again, and don't forget to save to your memory card.
Yep. Save it. Press save.
Don't forget to save. You know,
Don't forget to write it down.
yeah.
Oh.
Don't forget to write down. Screw it. Just don't forget to write it down. We love you guys. Later.
See you next time.
How was your week? Your week. Your week. Your week. How was your week? Your week. Your week. Your week. How was your week? Your week. Your week. Colonel! What? I'm disappointed in you, Colonel! Huh? Ah! What are you doing? It's not too late. Stop the coup now. Never. If that's your decision. Prepare yourself! Grr sound. Stop, please! Brother, Very well. Then I'll spare your life for now. But next time there will be no mercy. Dara, please don't fight with my brother. If you do, I'm afraid one of you may end up. Someone must stop Repliforce. Zero! Oh no. Oh.